Okay. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for showing up. So we're going to run through real quick how to use AI. We're going to talk about ChatGPT and some other products. First of all, how many people can you raise your hand or do the little yellow hand thing? How many people have a ChatGPT account set up right now? Okay, good. Looks like about half. Okay. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about myself to start with. So, I sold real estate for Prudential Realty for 4 years. I switched over to mortgages. I've been originating loans here in Atlanta in the Southeast for over 30 years. Right now, I run two branch locations, one on the north side of Atlanta and one on the south side. If you ever want to reach me, it's super simple. Just go to reachsteven with a ph.com. Okay, so what is AI? Of course, it's all the buzz. We hear about it nonstop on TV. But so AI, look at it as a tool in your tool belt. It's like an assistant that never gets tired, never complains, and works 24/7. It's not going to replace, they say, oh, AI will replace half the jobs in America. So I don't really believe that. It will replace some, but you can't replace the human touch. So, how can AI help your real estate business? Well, there's a bunch of different ways. One of them is if you do blog articles, email marketing. If you ever create local area guides, who does? Raise your hand real quick. You ever work with relocation buyers? This is a great tool for that. You can do area comparisons. Maybe you have a customer that's befuddled. They don't know whether they want to live in Marietta or they want to live in Stone Mountain. And this is a great way to do an area comparison. Think of things you would never think of. Video ideas. Who's making short form videos online? Well, we all should be, right? Whoops. Okay. Social media post, listing descriptions. We're going to go over a few of these. The main theme with the whole list is time compression. Just about everything that AI does, it saves you time. So you can basically, get your Sundays back. I had an agent tell me, well, on Sundays, I catch up on all my marketing. Well, now she's got her Sundays back. First of all, if you have a Chat GPT account, this is important, and most people skip this step. You can go to the bottom left hand corner and where your name is and click the button that says personalization. This is going to slightly change the results that you get from Chat GPT and make it more contextual to the way you believe and what you're interested in doing. So, what I do is in the custom instructions, I put avoid political bias, avoid catchphrases. You know how some stuff that's automated, it kind of sounds like it's automated? Write like a professional consultant, use wit and humor when appropriate. And then the other section, I leave all the other characteristics at the default settings. You can really dig deep in this and really shape the way you want to get results. I do put a little bit of information about myself. I'm a 59-year-old professional, confident, smart, helpful, humor when appropriate. I use everyday language and I have empathy for common working people. I am a trusted resource in the mortgage and finance information world. So this is going to make the results a little bit more appropriate to what I'm trying to do. This is free. And hey, everything that I'm teaching you, especially about ChatGPT, is going to be something you can do with the free version. The prompt, this is the most important part. The prompt is basically the instructions. If a real estate agent wants strong results from ChatGPT, the biggest improvement comes from how the prompt is structured. We're going to dig into this. Think about it like giving your assistant clear instructions. Tell ChatGPT the role so you can say, act as a real estate professional. Give it context. If you're writing a listing description, tell it a little bit about the house. It's going to pull up information from the address because it basically has access to the whole World Wide Web. But the more information you give it, the more it's going to be tailored and appropriate. Specify the task. Are you writing a social media post? Are you writing an email? Is it something that you want to put in an advertisement? And how many words do you have to work with? Specify the tone. Are you dealing with a customer that you're friends with and you can be more casual? Do you need more professional? Do you need to just simply act as a helpful real estate expert? I'm going to show you an example. So keep your fingers crossed that technology works here. I'm going to pull over my Chat GPT. Do you see it? Okay. And we're going to write a little prompt. Who is doing short form videos like Instagram or TikTok? Well, that's going to be a course of another day, but it's something that everybody should be doing. Let me, whoops, I have to let somebody in. Okay. So here's a prompt that I wrote. Act as a real estate marketing expert. Write a 45-second Instagram reel script so that I can make a video. And this is going to be for first-time home buyers that believe that you need 20% down. But of course, we all know you can buy a home for as little as 3% down or 0 if you're a veteran. So it's whipping me out a script for a video. And it's telling me line by line how to do what to say. And it can also, it's telling me it'll do captions, hashtags, alternative hooks, whatever I want. Who thinks that's a time saver to come up with that script in like, what, 5 seconds? Absolutely. Thanks. I have a fan. Mary. Okay. So here is a trick that most people don't use. You're thinking, hey, Stephen, that sounds terrific, but I'm not even sure how to write a prompt. Well, you can simply ask ChatGPT how to write the prompt, or better yet, what questions do you need to ask me that's going to help me write the best prompt? And it's going to say, okay, how about give me the age group that you want to talk to? Give me the price range that they're going to be interested in. Tell me what kind of professional people these are. Are they doctors, lawyers? Or they work at the post office? What kind of person is that? And it's going to make it so much better and more accurate. So you're actually using Chat GPT to help you help it. Okay, let's look at listing descriptions. This is something that a lot of agents struggle with. You get a new listing, you want to make it sound nice, more for the seller, really, so that the seller sees that you make their home look terrific in all the advertisements, Zillow, whatever. So here's a prompt. Write a compelling listing description for 355 Mistwater Trace in Alpharetta, Georgia. Whoops, let me admit somebody here. Okay, so the property features a renovated kitchen, full basement, walk-in cellar. The target audience is a couple of young professionals with a family. Keep it warm, inviting, and under 150 words. So it gives me this description, and I think it's beautifully written. Welcome home to 355 Mistwater Trace and sought after Nesbitt Lakes community. So it pulled that from the web. I didn't tell it what subdivision it was in. 5-bedroom, 5-bath, renovated kitchen. It goes through the whole thing. And then at the end, it sounds really nice. It says spacious layout, warm neighborhood setting, make everyday life feel easy and connected. Located near top schools, parks, and vibrant dining and shopping, this home offers the comfort you want and the lifestyle you've been working toward. See, I think that sounds much better. I'm great at math, not so great at writing. So this is just a godsend for me and my advertisements. Who thinks that's a time saver? Okay. Now, what if you need it shorter? Well, you simply tell ChatGPT, hey, I need to put this into Zillow and it's only 70, they only allow 75 words. Can you shorten it up? And boom, it shortens it up. And one thing that I just led on is that you need to tell it specifically what platform, and it will make it contextual to that platform. So you can say this description is for the FMLS or for Instagram or for Zillow, and it's going to know the size, but also the tonality that's best on those platforms. Okay, Chat GPT for client communication. Follow-up messages, market updates. One thing I subscribe to Barry Habib. I don't know if you know him on the real estate side, but he's this finance expert that tells us about rates and where they're going and so forth. But his stuff is pretty complicated. So what I can do is I take his synopsis every day, I put it in Chat GPT, and I say, shorten this to 2 sentences so I can tell somebody on the phone real quick what's going on. And it's much easier that way. Scripts and emails, you can create cold call scripts. Maybe you're a little nervous about talking to a new customer who maybe wants you're not used to selling condos or whatever. It's going to help you, give you a script to help win that business. Social post, it will generate platform appropriate content. If you follow Gary Vee, one of his big mantras is that your posts online have to be contextual to the platform, because people are in a little bit different brain when they're looking at TikTok than when they're in LinkedIn and they're a little bit more serious. So ChatGPT knows all that and is going to help you. Here's real world prompt examples. I'm drilling down on this because the prompt to me is kind of the heart and soul of the AI. So write a friendly follow-up email to a buyer who viewed a property yesterday, mention key features like open kitchen, finished basement, and move-in condition, and suggest 3 similar listings. I punched that in, and this is what ChatGPT gave me. It was great meeting you yesterday and showing you the home on Elm Street. I really enjoy hearing what matters to you most. You mentioned loving the open kitchen, the finished basement, and how the home felt move-in ready. Then it gives them 3 comparables. And then let me know if any of these catch your eye or if you'd like to tweak your search. Happy to set up showings and answer any questions. So this is beautifully written, better than I would do, and much, much faster than I would be able to do. With everything that you get out of AI, you want to proof it. Maybe that one of those listings is already sold. So that's where the human touch comes in. We're not on completely autopilot. This is an assistant. This is an assistant, the co-pilot. It's not the main pilot. That's you. So I love this one. So who has gone on a listing appointment where the seller is still back in 2024, where he's saying, hey, a year ago, my neighbor got $800,000 and 3 offers in the first week. And you've got to somehow convince him that we're not in that market anymore. The market's not bad, but it's not white hot like it was. And at the same time, you don't want to spook him, because if you make it sound like the market is no good, then he's just going to say, well, I'll just sell my house next year and hold on to it. So you got to find that intermediate. And this is where ChatGPT did such a beautiful job on this. So what do you tell that seller? A year ago, sellers had the advantage. Homes sold quickly and buyers competed. Today, the market hasn't collapsed, but it's cooled and become more balanced. There are more homes for sale, buyers are taking longer to decide, and they're negotiating more. That's what we're seeing: longer days on the market and some price reductions. This isn't panic, it's a shift in leverage. What hasn't changed? We're not oversupplied. A balanced market is around 4 to 5 months of inventory, and we're just getting there. Good homes still sell quickly. Bottom line, this isn't a bad market, it's a more disciplined one. Homes priced and prepared correctly still move. Those chasing last year's prices tend to sit and need bigger price cuts later. So who thinks that that's like really gets the point across, but it's not so harsh that they're going to be shunned from putting their house on the market? Yeah, this is probably the best of the examples right there. And lastly, okay, this is a little bit easier. You just got through with your customer close and you want to ask them for referrals without the typical pushy, hey, you know anybody buying or selling a house? Call me. So congratulations on your new home. It was a pleasure working with you. You go down. If you ever have questions about the home or the market or anything real estate related down the road, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always happy to help. And if friends, family, or coworkers ever mention they're thinking about buying or selling, I'd be honored if you passed along my name. No pressure at all, just glad to be a resource when it's helpful. Wishing you many happy memories. So to me, that's a real soft sell. It tells them, hey, I'm looking for referrals, but I'm going to be nice about it. And I just want you to think of me when the time comes. Who thinks that's a good approach? Could I have written something? Sure, but it's not as well written and basically showing gratitude and sensitivity. Okay, refining results. So you're ready, you got this down, and you're ready to take it to the next level. Client avatars. ChatGPT can use an avatar of your typical customer, often called a customer persona, to make your marketing scripts and answers much more targeted. Whoops, got a pop up right here. Okay. Create a customer avatar called first time home buyer. Here are the details. When I reference first time home buyer, use this persona. Now I type this in one time and it's going to save it. Create multiple avatars so that you can conveniently market to one very specific person. No matter if it's a first-time home buyer, empty nester, or luxury clients, you can make the message much more persuasive. So you simply say, hey, I'm writing this email and use my avatar FTHB or empty nesters, and it's going to make it appropriate and it's going to have all your parameters already in and recall them whenever, the next day, the next year, it's going to have all that information for you. Okay, AI image generators. So here's my old original post. I'm sorry, my old original headshot that I had made a few years back. I can put this into ChatGPT. I use DALL-E. There's also Midjourney. There's several of these image programs out there. And it all of a sudden gave me a whole list of different shots around the office. There I am sitting in a chair using my phone. Who saw my did anybody see this advertisement online? So ChatGPT put this all together for me. I put my glasses on this one. You can also use it. You've seen these cartoons. So just off of this one picture, it makes all these different images. Isn't that an amazing time saver and also a money saver? Because typically, we're all kind of vain. We have one good picture of ourselves we use over and over. So this is a way to get more mileage out of it. So Jessica, this is telling me that it's going to cut off. Remaining time 7 minutes. So, okay, 3 AI tools beyond ChatGPT. And there's 100 of them out there, but these are 3 that are very popular. Claude, it's owned by the company Anthropic, and it's best because it handles huge documents. You can upload a 100-page contract or a whole inspection report, and that's going to overwhelm ChatGPT, but not Claude. Perplexity, this is a new one that's been very popular. Perplexity is the most up to date. So if you're trying to get something that's very timely, like market news, ChatGPT often won't have what just happened yesterday. Perplexity will. Then there's the Gamma app. If we have time, I'm going to show you something fun with Gamma. It will create an entire visual presentation. I did that with this presentation. I started out using Gamma. It was a big time saver.
Extend button, top right hand corner. Make that bigger somehow. Drop down. That little drop down right there.
I'm sorry. I'm having a technical difficulty.
You see the time?
The time. Yeah.
Click on it. All right, just keep going.
Okay, I hope this doesn't cut me off. So what you should not do with AI, do not rely on it for legal advice. Okay, you can never replace a human interaction in our interpretation. Also, judgment. You can ask ChatGPT its opinions on everything, but it's not going to have the moral compass and the human judgment that you have. Remember, AI amplifies your strength. It doesn't replace your expertise, professionalism, or integrity. It uses a productivity tool, not a decision maker. How to start using AI this week. So first of all, if you haven't created your own ChatGPT, this is where you should start. It takes you 2 minutes to open an account. The free version will work fine for 90% of what you want to do. Pick one task. Don't try to boil the ocean. Try with a listing agreement or like we did a script for an online video, social media video, and go from there. Run and refine. So you're going to try it with a prompt. It's not going to give you exactly what you want. And then you're going to revise that prompt and it's going to get better and better. It's going to take a little practice. You're going to be 80% good at first, but listen, progress over perfection any day of the week. Here's a free gift. So what we created was, and you can take a picture of this with your phone. This is a sub-program within ChatGPT. It has a bunch of scripts for realtors already set up. And it's going to ask you for a loan officer name. If you put my name in and spell my name correctly, it's going to be free forever. So that's basically the presentation. I want to show you one other thing, and that is what we talked about with Gamma. I didn't know if I'd have time, but I've got some time right now. It'll take us less than 5 minutes. Hold on.
What are you looking for?
Yeah. Let me slide this over here. So in Gamma, we're going to create a presentation. This kind of blew my mind. It's super easy. And we're going to say how to make caramel popcorn. Now let's see what it does with that. Can you see it? Okay. So it already came up with an entire script. But this is the fun part right here. It's coming up with 10 slides, instructions. It's going to have everything that would take me, I don't know, it would probably take me 2 or 3 hours to put this together. And of course, we're doing this on how to make caramel popcorn, but you can do it on anything. I thought this would be fun. So it's going, going, going. It's making every slide. And then it's going to add the graphics. So look at that. Look how nice this is with the graphics. I can hit share and I can export it, and I can export it to a PDF, a PowerPoint, Google Slides, whatever I want. Who is not amazed by this? I'm amazed, so I shouldn't have raised my hand, right? So we have two people that just came in. So they all they get is popcorn, right? So who has some questions? Raise your hand and I will do my best to call on you. Any questions?
Hey Steve, I just want to say good stuff, man. This is pretty awesome. I think we only got about a minute and a half left, man, but this is some good stuff.
Thank you, Marion. Well, listen, if you have any questions about AI or Chat GPT, reach out to me. And also, in case you guys were not aware, I am a mortgage originator. So if you have any buyers, then I would love the opportunity to help you with them and get them pre-approved and ready to go. Does anybody have anything else?